So what we've done here is appropriated our gear for blasting. So we have an air prep to ensure that we have no moisture in the air. We have a breathing air filter, which is a Radex filter, the breathing air line, twin man's connected, twin line dead man. The valve's off, the bull hose is connected. But if you look at the bull hose further up, you can see there's a crimp in the hose. So when you appropriate your bull hose, you must make sure that this doesn't occur, primarily because it can twist the twist lock fitting off the parent fitting and cause the hose to fatigue where the crimp is. So if you find that when you set your hoses up and attach it to the equipment, there's a crimp in it, or it's an indentation such as that, disconnect it, reconfigure your hose so that you eliminate that type of restriction. From the air prep as well, we've got the 1-inch 25mm supply line of air to a regulated air line on the other side of this, which is on the side, and then you've got a gauge on the top, and then we've got 2, 4, 6 outlets on the top, so 6 helmets can run off this one filter. Does it have the capacity to do that? If it's got the volume of air to feed it, absolutely, it can accommodate 6 helmets. So the one thing you've got to remember when you've set all this up is that the compressor, but has it pre-checks? Is it in the appropriate place? Is the bull hose arranged in long radiuses for the hoses? Has the air prep had its pre-checks done, such as oil and so forth? Are the valves that we don't wish to utilise closed? Is the abrasive blast hose set in such an arrangement that it has long radius instead of sharp radiuses on the hose? Ensure that your breathing air line is not in a place where it impedes traffic. Same with your blast hose. Also too, arrange your breathing air hose so that it is divorced from all other traffic so that no one can trip on it, can't be run over and so forth. So ensure that all your safety clips are in your claw couplings or mince-up couplings. Make sure your whip checks are secured appropriately and tight, taut, with no slack whatsoever. Then you can go through and make sure your vents are open on things like your moisture accumulator, on your air prep primary in. The bottom of the air prep, slightly crack that valve open. And also too on the moisture accumulator on this particular vessel here, which is on the blast pot, just crack that valve open slightly. So now when I turn the air on, what will happen is I have these valves cracked. So as I open each valve, I can check that there's the right amount of consistency of air and exhaust in these particular units. The most important one is this particular unit here. On the bottom of this unit there is also a bleed valve.